Today we are going to see what is mean by web hosting and web page design. First of all, what is mean by web page, we'll see to it. Web pages are nothing but what make up the World Wide Web. These documents are written in HTML. HTML is nothing but hypertext markup language and are also translated by your web browser. Web pages can be either static or dynamic. Now, what is mean by static? Static pages shows the same content each time they are viewed. Whenever we see the information or whatever we want to search the information, we get the same information at each times. Then that web page is called as static web page. The second type of the web page is the dynamic web page, which means that the content remains changing whenever we access. Means what? Dynamic pages have content that can change each time they are accessed. The pages are typically written in scripting languages such as PHP, Perl, ASP or JSP. There are different scripting languages. By using these scripting languages, we can design a web page. A website is a collection of pages. A web page is an individual HTML document. A website is the collection, it is the total collection of the web pages, but a web page is nothing but a single HTML document. Now, steps to design web page by using the HTML coding language we will see. So, the steps are the number step 1 is that open the notepad and type the code, that is doc type HTML body, then H1 is nothing but the heading. So type the heading. P is nothing but the paragraph. So type whatever you want to write in the paragraph and then close the paragraph, close the body tag, close the HTML tag. The step number 2 is click on the file button and click on the save button. After clicking on the save button, the file name that you should give is, suppose I am giving it index. So you have to save it with the extension .html, because it is very necessary whenever you write a code by using HTML language, then you have to save it with .html only. Now the third step is that go to your Google browser, open the Google browser and type the address file / c users my desktop index.html. Wherever you have saved that file, you have to give the address of that file and click the enter button. After clicking the enter button, you can see my first heading, my first paragraph on the screen. Now, what is mean by web hosting? Web hosting is nothing but an online service that enables you to publish your website or web application on the internet. When you sign up for the web hosting service, you basically rent some space on a physical server which you can store all files and data necessary for your website to work properly. A server is nothing but a physical computer that runs without any interruptions so that your website is available all the time for anyone who wants to see it. Your web host is responsible for keeping that server up and running, protecting it from malicious attacks and transferring your content such as text, images, files, etc. from server to your visitor's browser. When you decide to start a website, you need to find a web hosting provider that will supply you with the server space. Your web host stores all your files, assets and databases on the server. Whenever someone types your domain name into the address bar of their browser, your host transfers all the files necessary to the server that requests.